Why do none of Jolie Pitt's kids want to become actors? Which family member does Millie Bobby Brown consider to be her bestie? And what rules does Angelina follow in her motherhood? Hi, I'm Lisa, and we're going to see how complicated it is to be a child in the Jolie Pitt family. It must be tough being a kid when your mom is Angelina Jolie and in the process of divorcing Brad Pitt. So much that some are trying to move out from their parents' home, all the way to South Korea, while others are struggling with the process of having a sex change. But let's figure this out step by step, starting with the couple's eldest son, Maddox. He was adopted during the times when the world did not even expect to hear about Brangelina. Back then, Jolie was still married to her ex-husband Billy Bob Thornton. And while filming Lara Croft, the two got the chance to visit Cambodia and meet their future child. The boy was only 7 months old when Jolie decided to become his mother. Jolie even bought a house in Cambodia and became a citizen there to get a deeper connection with Maddox. Through the years, Angelina and her son became so comfortable with each other that Maddox was happy to join his mom on a movie set. It happened when Jolie was directing the historical movie First They Killed My Father. In this movie, the story unfolded around the tragic life of one Cambodian girl. At 15 years old, Maddox became an executive producer of the feature and was very involved with the whole process. But it seems that Maddox isn't as close with Brad as he is with Angie, at least since the alleged altercation that took place on a private jet. It isn't clear what actually happened between the father and son. Whether Maddox was defending himself and his mom from Pitt's attack or not, the relationship between Brad and Maddox became strained even since the incident on the plane. This year, Maddox turned 18 and made headlines with the news that he chose a college across the world from their home in America. The teenager decided to study biochemistry at a South Korean university. The celebrity mom was in tears at the thought of her son living so far away, but at the same time, Jolie states that she's incredibly proud of her son and hopes to see him as often as possible at their Cambodian home. When paparazzi asked whether Pitt is going to visit his son during his studies, Maddox only said that he knows nothing about that. It appears that Pitt is much closer with his other son, Pax, who is 2 years younger than Maddox. Despite the ugly divorce, on Brad Pitt's 55th birthday, Pax posted a touching tribute saying, "Love you so much, can't wait to see you later." But it still doesn't seem like the teenager is willing to spend a lot of time with his dad, especially since he didn't respond to Brad's Christmas dinner invitation. But Pax does find time for his mom. The two occasionally have dinner, go shopping, and the son supports his mom at the premieres of her movies. Besides that, Pax is living a life of a 16-year-old teenager, which means he gets excited about new things every day. So currently, he's passionate about DJing. Plus, he has been focusing on his native culture. He diligently learns Vietnamese and together with his mom visits the country whenever possible. His 14-year-old sister Zahara also enjoys discovering her home country. She traveled to Ethiopia with Jolie, and later the family founded a clinic in Zahara's name there, which fights AIDS and tuberculosis. And even though she's not really involved in the management of the clinic today, her parents hope that Zahara will take responsibility for the clinic and continue its mission when she becomes older. But that's not the only link to her roots that popped up in her life. Zahara's birth mother suddenly showed up with the hope that she can still somehow become a part of Zahara's life. Zahara's biological mother has yet managed to speak with Daily Mail only, saying that she is proud of her daughter and she wishes that Jolie would allow her to speak to Zahara and make it possible to see her daughter on special occasions. It is not clear, though, what intentions she has and why, for the first time in 12 years, did her mother decide to reach out. Anyway, the Jolie Pitt family never officially responded to those requests, and it doesn't seem that this has become an issue of any sort. Today, Zahara seems to be pretty busy with other things like celebrating her first career achievement. Which one? Let me give you a hint. Here's a photo of the happy family at the Maleficent premiere, and right there you can spot Zahara's work. Can you guess what it is? It's jewelry that she and her loving mother are wearing. The earrings, bracelet, and ring are all from the Zahara collection, which she designed herself. Her love for fashion is shared with her very close friend, whom we all know from Stranger Things. It is none other than Millie Bobby Brown. The two are practically besties. Not only Zahara, but her younger sister Shiloh too loves to spend time with Millie. Their recent day out was spotted by cameras, but unfortunately, their friendship was not the paparazzi's focus. It was Shiloh who was constantly trying to cover herself up as if she felt uncomfortable and embarrassed. And it's not like the 13-year-old is afraid of media attention. There is something else, but to understand what is going on here, I need to take you back to the first years of Shiloh's life. For the very first time, Brad Pitt revealed one very important thing about Shiloh back in 2008 in an interview with Oprah Winfrey. The actor mentioned that Shiloh prefers being called John. She only wants to be called John or Peter, so it's a Peter Pan thing, he said when Shiloh was just 2. Back then it sounded more like a silly, childish, inside family joke, but later it turned out that Shiloh's intentions about changing her sex were far more serious. Much later, Jolie opened up about Shiloh's masculine style. Shiloh likes to dress like a boy, the actress continued. She wants to be a boy, so we had to cut her hair. She likes to wear boys' everything. She thinks she's one of the brothers. Angelina and Brad fully supported Shiloh with her choice, as support is a fundamental value in their family. Along with that, Jolie is trying to teach her kids to be kind to others as much as to themselves, know their own freedoms, appreciate what they've been blessed with, and make sure to help others. She always strives to keep her kids open-minded and strong. But because of her quite liberal views, Jolie has become massively criticized for her parenting methods. And the press often blames her for Shiloh's personal gender choice. A lot of tabloids made expert assumptions, claiming that the trauma of the family splitting apart made the lasting damage to the child's well-being. Others assured that this is Shiloh's attempt to get more attention from her busy parents, that she's the closest to her dad, and that this is her personal protest concerning his absence. Jolie herself is worried that she gives less attention to Shiloh because she thought that Mad, Sahara, and Pax needed her more at times. Shiloh seemed so privileged from the moment she was born, but I'm conscious that I have to make sure I don't ignore her needs, just because I think the others are more vulnerable, Jolie revealed. So currently, Angie makes even more effort to be supportive for her daughter as much as possible. That is why a couple of years ago, Jolie and Shiloh traveled to Namibia to open a sanctuary for elephants and rhinos in Shiloh's name. By the way, Namibia was chosen for a reason, as that is where Jolie gave birth to her daughter. According to People, the sanctuary was a total surprise for Shiloh, and she was super excited about it. Recently, Angelina's first biological child has dominated the news cycle again when she came out as gender fluid. Ever since, media has been speculating on the topic of hormone therapy and whether Shiloh is going through the process of having a sex change. Together with the media pressure and natural hormonal changes, the 13-year-old teenager is in a very stressful period of her life, and we truly hope she will get all the support she needs to get through it all and be comfortable with the person she decides to become. Unlike their older sister, twins Knox and Vivienne don't seem to be stressed out at all. Well, at least that's what we can see from their public image, as Jolie is super protective about their privacy. In fact, she doesn't let her kids have any social media profiles, no public schools or even sleepovers, all for the sake of keeping their lives private. Instead, Jolie encourages her kids to put their family first and focus on their bilingualism. That is why everyone in the Jolie Pitt family learns a second language, and the twins aren't exempt from that rule, and their choices are very extraordinary. Vivienne wants to learn Arabic, while Knox is working on a sign language. Those kids don't fail to surprise us. Another question that often arises in the family of two actors is whether anyone is eager to follow their parents' passion for acting. Their siblings did participate in a voiceover for Panda Kung Fu 3 and in another of Jolie's projects, Maleficent. Actually, Vivienne got her first acting gig there as she played the young Aurora. However, the little girl wasn't satisfied with it because her mommy made her wear a dress. Angelina told People she likes her overalls. I can't put her in a dress. So she's like, how could you make me a princess? Could it be Shiloh's influence? We have no answer to that, but the truth is, none of the kids want to be actors. They are more interested in business, humanitarian affairs, fashion, and even biochemistry. Who would have guessed, right? Anyway, Jolie doesn't get tired of stating that she could not be prouder of her sons and daughters. And the main thing she wants them to strive for is the development of their minds. Do you agree with Jolie? What are your thoughts about Jolie Pitt's parenting methods? Don't be shy and share with us in the comments. And as always, thanks for being awesome.